Hey Soul Family, welcome to Soulspire. I'm so happy that you are here with me today, and I hope that you are feeling loved, blessed, and abundant right now. And if you were called here, then there are certainly some messages here for you today. So let's see what Spirit has for us. So, I think right now there are some things that you maybe aren't happy with that are kind of bothering you within your life, or maybe you don't even notice them. But there's some things happening that you have a sense of not being all the way fulfilled, and you're concerned about some things, maybe about the path ahead, or where you are at in your life right now. So you have a need to go within and reassess just where things are for you currently and where you are. And maybe things have been a little rocky for you and there hasn't been a lot of stability. But I think if you are able to ground yourself, you'll realize that, things haven't been as bad as maybe you've thought them to be. And you still have a lot of wonderful things coming for you and towards you. But if you're not feeling, blessed within your circumstances or situations, it can cause you to not be able to have that appreciation and not be able to see, what is going great for you. So I think you need to do some reassessing of your life and what actually matters to you and what you really want and what's going to bring you happiness and fulfillment, because currently you do have great things going for you, but something is missing, something that I think you would feel more fulfilled with, that you do hold to a higher, you know, pedestal. And if you had this in your life, you would be, feeling more fulfilled. But I have to caution you, when we do that, it kind of puts us in a place of, once we do obtain that, whatever that is that we are believing that will give us all this satisfaction, likely will not. So I think you're really being called by Spirit to be more grounded and have more appreciation and value what you do have currently, because again, you have so much. And whatever it is that you are wanting, you can have, but don't put all this fulfillment on it that it's going to just bring so much light to your life, because I don't think that it will, because we have to be internally fulfilled before, you know, material things will provide that for us, if that makes sense. So I think it's just a caution for you to don't idealize these things or people or situations that once I have this, I'll be okay, or I'll be more happier. You need to be happy with where you are right now currently and feeling blessed within your current circumstances. So if you're able to do that, it's gonna, bring more happiness within your life. And I think that you've been caught up by a lot of things that you believe or think, and kind of, dark thoughts have been holding you back. And again, you're being called to release these, these thoughts that don't serve you, these dark thoughts that don't serve you. Because if we are wanting things and feeling that we need certain things within our life or situations to bring us happiness, that just isn't true. So there is a feeling of caution to rework out or negotiate what actually happiness is for you, and to reassess, your mindset and what you've been going towards or going after within your life, and maybe to possibly change your mindset as far as the direction that you need to go, and release some of these thoughts that don't serve you, that maybe society has placed on you, or that you feel like you have to be a certain way or think a certain way, look a certain way, whatever, however that applies to you in your life. But you need to change things up a bit, because your life is opening up and things are going to be different for you. Like, there's a lot of greatness coming in and towards you, but you're needing to focus on that instead of, the darkness or the things that aren't working out for you. You need to focus more on what is, and what is opening up for you within your life, and seeing things from a different perspective where you feel empowered and on top of things, versus, I can't have this, or this can't come to me, or, just those negative thoughts and thinking that we have. So you're being asked to focus more on the good, and the celebrate the good within your life, and praises as far as your journey and how far you've come along, and speak your truth, and just allow more happiness to flow through you, because the world is opening up and changing for you. But you have to be receptive, and you have to release the darkness from your past, and not allow it to take your focus where you're spending your day dwelling on the bad. You need to be more embracing the good, and singing joyously about how life is doing you well versus what it hasn't been. So you're needing to change your perspective, I feel like. And as far as your past, you've been kind of disconnected from your mental thoughts. You've kind of had cloudy judgment and not the best clarity, but I think that's changing for you, and you're needing to focus on making better decisions and choices that are going to lead you into the right direction. And you definitely have the wisdom and you have the knowledge, but I think this hasn't always been open for you. It may have been blocked due to whatever, reasons, but you're moving away from that, and you're going to be making decisions that are, more cutthroat, some would say, because you're putting yourself first. And if that means, hurting someone else, unfortunately, that's just how it has to be, because you're realizing that your mind holds so much power, and it really, changes the direction that you're going as far as your trajectory in life. And you're trying to move forward and have more clarity. And that is something that you need to focus on to get you to go in the direction that you're going towards, to no longer let people sway you, to stand in your power and to be smart and strategic about your direction, and use your discernment and to look at things from a higher perspective versus, impulsively. And I think that you have always known that there's more greatness ahead of you. And you've always felt this within your spirit, that there was more for you in stored within this life. And you're going towards that. This is your strength, your inner knowing that you have. But I think that you haven't always used it. You've, kind of got fogged by your circumstances, which has clouded your vision at moments. But you are using more discernment and clarity, and you are more connected with your inner soul and your inner child, and maybe, healing some things from your past and working through those situations and circumstances. And you want a brighter future, and you're headed towards that. And you've had to make peace, with situations that you've been through. And this is giving you the strength that you need to move forward, because you've had to go through so many things that have hurt your heart. But more happiness is coming for you. And you realize that happiness, is just an emotion. And it comes and goes just like all of the rest of them. But more happiness is what you're going towards. And you know this. You've always known this. And it's time to release and let go, whatever it is from your past or your current situation that you feel, isn't working, because it is. Although it may not seem like it in this moment, things are working out for you. And you need to have more gratitude and release the darkness that you've been through, because you can't allow these situations to, dampen the light within you. Otherwise, this will, hold you back. You have to stand in your strength that you've always known. You've always known that greatness is for you, and it's coming for you. And you just need to believe that and continue and have that security within, because if your soul has always led you to believe that you have all this greatness coming for you, then that's for you. Your soul has been trying to tell you. So stand in this power of you knowing that more greatness is to come, because it is. It's coming for you. This has always been promised. It's always been guaranteed. It's always been a part of your path. But somewhere along the way, you've allowed your judgment to be clouded, to be fogged by your circumstances. And I'm sure it's, negative things that have happened to you. But that has just all been a part of the journey. And you being called to change your mindset and change how you see things, because this greatness is coming towards you. It is coming for you. You cannot not have it, because this is for you. What's for you will always be for you. And as far as your future, what you're going towards, again, it's more happiness, more abundance, more love, more peace. But you have to believe it and have to know that this is behind you. Spiritually, you already have it, but it's creating it here in this life. You are a star, but are you seeing your worth? So you're needing to change how you look at things, because it's going to push you in a new direction. And it starts with knowing your worth and not having, gratitude for the wonderful things that occur within your life, because you've always been taken care of. No matter what situation, circumstance, obstacle, barrier, you always push through. So know that better times are ahead and you're going towards that direction. You are a star, but you have to believe in yourself. I think you're being called to release, feelings of not feeling good enough or not feeling fulfilled within your life, and focus on what is going right for you. Change your mind to change your life and your direction. You also are going to be able to be more fulfilled and to have more abundance and prosperity within this life. But I think you're needing to work on how you see things and the just amount of gratitude that you currently have before those things can flow into your life more. You're needing to work on your relationship with what you believe is happiness and what you believe that you're supposed to have in this world. Because I know that you do have everything that you need. You're not going without. There's so much abundance around you, but I don't think you can see it, which has essentially been blocking you from having, that fulfillment that you so desire. So you're needing to release your ideas of what things should have to be. Stop creating this idealized version of your life and be more in flow and allow life to occur, and just appreciate things in this moment and value your life as it currently is, because you have so much around you. But for some reason, your vision has just been foggy and you haven't been able to see. And maybe you won't even have the clarity for a while, but you're being called to follow your inner guidance. Something is pulling you from within, and you have your eyes looking towards it. Spirit is guiding you and pushing you into a new direction. Maybe it's a new mindset. And you can't see right now what's ahead of you, but there is so much beauty ahead. So much that will grow from you changing your mindset and changing the way that you see things. In this physical world, you're going to have a lot of abundance, but you're needing to value the life that you currently have and all the abundance that is around you before more can come in. And just follow your inner self, because you're being pulled in a direction. You're being called to be more fluid, to go more with the flow, to allow your intuition to guide you, to stop allowing society and its expectations to determine how happy you should be by comparing yourself to others and what they have. Let that go. Release that, because that has basically had you in an energy of feeling not good enough and not feeling like you have enough. But you most certainly do have enough. You have everything that you need. I think you feel like you're worried that you're not going to have the fulfillment and happiness that you want, but it's coming in for you. You're just needing to release a lot of idealized versions that you have about what your life should be. Stop putting these expectations of what you believe your life should be like, and go more with the flow. Go more within. In spirit, God will protect you and provide for you what you need, and your cup will overflow. Right now, it's not overflowing because you're not receptive to it overflowing. You're idealizing something. It's something that you're wanting that you feel like it's going to give you the fulfillment, but it's not. Once you realize this and start having more gratitude and feel more fulfilled within your life and your current situation and circumstances, then more is going to come in for you, and you're going to get your Ace of Cups. You will have more happiness, and it's going to be overflowing, and you're going to feel so fulfilled, so fulfilled. But first, you have to work on yourself and your mindset, and appreciate what you do have, because this life experience is beautiful if you allow it to be. So I think you're going towards releasing a lot of things. Releasing a lot of things that are going to be difficult for you. But you're going to end up releasing them so you can move forward to a higher timeline, to where your soul is pulling you towards. And it's going to bring more happiness for you. And you're going to be more grounded. And you're going to feel more fulfilled. But it's a lot of things that you have to release emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. And once you create that balance within your life, you're going to have greater times ahead. And you're going to feel more fulfilled, as you should, because you deserve it. Let's see what else. So you got Priestess of Transition, honor individuality. So right now, you are in a transition. You're realizing that some of the things that, like I said, you've put so much emphasis on, creating happiness within your life, is not going to do it for you. So you're in a transition period where you're reassessing and figuring out things in your direction, and what needs to be let go and what can go with you. And honor who you are. Where does your heart lead you? What does your internal guide tell you you need? Honor yourself more, because you're going through a transition. Your eyes are opening. You're awakening to so much more. And it's pushing you in a direction of being a stronger person, being more empowered, and seeing things for what they really are. You're becoming more of your true self and activated. Things that you once didn't see, you now see. You see clearly. You see clearly. And you got Visionary Sea Queen, potent projections. So, confirmation. You're seeing more clearly. You're able to project what you want your life to be. Your third eye is guiding you. The vision all starts within you. And maybe that's why, you've been unhappy, because you know that there's more ahead for you. You know that there's so much more out there. So make the changes that you need to, so you can get yourself there. But also know that, it's continuous work. It's a continuous progress. And you got Monterey Mother, compassionate kindness. So please be compassionate towards yourself. Be kind towards yourself. Be loving towards yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself, because you're transitioning, you're changing, you're going towards where your spirit is calling you, where you're being guided. But have a sense of honor and value for the things that you've experienced and been through, because these are what will continue to fuel you and push you moving forward. But also be gentle with yourself and love yourself and understanding as you would towards a stranger or someone else. You got Akashic Gaia Gateway, deepen self-knowledge. So you're being called to go within, to work on yourself. Things are going to open up for you. Change your perspective. Change your mind. Deepen your relationship with yourself and figure out what it is that will even truly make you happy. And I can guarantee you that it won't be, on something materialistic that's going to bring you the fulfillment and joy that you desire. With you working on yourself and knowing more of what yourself needs and knowing more about yourself, you'll be able to fulfill your desires. And they will not be in the form of physical things. This is all internal work that you need to do to change your mind, to get yourself to your next timeline. So I feel called to stop. And I wish you so much love and light. Take care.